what right-wing role model versus left-wing role model. I rest my case. All she said, all Rihanna said was, we should talk about what's going on. All she says is that we should talk about what's going on. That's it. That is literally all that was mentioned. All she said was, wow, this seems like an important thing. And skin. That's all that's showing. Skin. That's all that's showing here. And let's say it was more than skin. Who cares? Who cares? I'm sorry if you're sex repressed and this gets you too much. Like, oh my god, humans expressing themselves sexually. What a terrible thing. I'm sorry you're sex repressed and the idea of looking at skin scares you so much, but someone being sexual and attractive is not a reason to disregard them. Anyway, let's get away from that story. Let's get back to what we were reading before, which I believe was Rihanna. Yes. Rihanna. So, Rihanna tweeted out about the farmers' protests. And I'll explain it one more time. The farmers' protests is basically the farmers protesting against the government because the government wants to deregulate guess you can call it the farming market. It's really complicated. It's really complicated economically, and I can't really get too deep into it. But basically, the farmers are protesting because they think they're going to get lower prices for the goods due to the deregulation of the market because of bills that Modi is going to pass. Okay? And they've been protesting at the Capitol, and more farmers keep moving into the Capitol protest against it. And they've won some victories, but they're still out there protesting. And there's been extreme brutality done against them, been beaten by Modi's police, being just beaten brutally by Modi's police, tear gas, the usual type of police brutality you see at these types of events. The ultra-nationalists back Modi. A lot of ultra-nationalists think that this is a left-wing communist plot to undermine Modi when it's just a bunch of farmers who want to make sure they're paid well, right? Anyway, Rihanna tweeted about this. Not only Rihanna, but also Greta Thunberg also tweeted about the events. And nationalist Indian Twitter got so fucking peeved that Rihanna, this woman from America dared to open her mouth. Dared to open her mouth. If you go to the replies, you get someone from these check marks, right? These Hindu nationalist check marks. Fucking in the beret, glass, the whole getup. This third generation police officer, you know, who I bet it's not really all about the police brutality, right? Anyway, because one should not talk about an issue which one has no knowledge. Why aren't we talking? All she said is, this is something we should talk about, with a link to a CNN article. She didn't say, like, man, I wish India was invaded by Pakistan to be liberated by the farmer. She didn't say some ridiculous statement. She just said, hey, this is an issue that deserves attention. How dare you speak up, black woman? That's exactly the vibe I'm getting from this, okay? That's exactly the vibe I'm getting from this. But you know, immediately, if he was like, I love Modi, he'd be in the replies like, oh, yes. Oh, wonderful. Brave. Thank you for standing with India. I thank you for standing with India. I believe. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I get that vibe when I talk about Candace. Hey. Look, I don't care that she's black. I care that she's an AOC reply girl, okay? Just constantly, just in the replies, just like heavy heaving like... These libs need to get back. And that's what I care about, okay? But she didn't even say anything objectable, okay? All she did was just say, we should talk about this issue. And Hindu nationalist Twitter decided that was the worst thing in the world. Here it is. Here it is. No one is talking about it because they are not farmers. They are terrorists who are trying to divide India. Terrorist, this word terrorist is used so loosely these days, man. So loosely. Everyone's a fucking terrorist, man. I've been accused of being a terrorist just for going to fucking DC, the community I live in a Biden hoodie. And I was a terrorist and a traitor for voting differently, okay? I no longer care about this I'm not even showing the tweet on stream. Let me show this shit to you. Let me show the illogical fucking frothing mouth condemnations of Hindu nationalist Twitter, okay? No one is talking about it because they are not farmers. They are terrorists who are trying to divide India so that China can take over our vulnerable, broken nation and make it a Chinese colony, much like the USA. Sit down, you fool. We're not selling our nation like you dummies. What the fuck is he talking about? Look, there is no, look, I know some of you thinking there must be a cultural divide here and they don't know what's going on. No, this is complete nonsense. This is just delusions of a psychopath, okay? Look, listen to the parts that there isn't a cultural divide. They think America is a Chinese colony, even though America is the only thing standing between China and Taiwan and them reclaiming that territory which wants freedom. America is a Chinese colony, yet we do freedom of navigation operations through the South China Sea on a constant basis to assert sovereignty of international waters and other nations over their territory. We're a colony to China, but we reject their claims in the South China Sea. We're a colony to China, yet we place Magnitsky sanctions on Xinjiang province. We are a colony to China, yet we are looking at sanctioning Myanmar due to the military coup and the reinstation of a military junta. We are a colony to China, yet we supported the Hong Kong protesters very vocally and passed legislation to support them and stop selling equipment to police. But we're just a colony of China. Why? Because we bought some phones. Because of trade. That's why I bought a phone, therefore they own us. It's so ridiculous. A Chinese colony. A Chinese colony. Man, it's really weird how there's constant reporting about how Chinese and American relations in the South China Sea continue to spike. But they're spiking with a colony? I'll sub to you if I say Magnitsky 5 more times. Oh my god. Magnitsky. I can't say it, man. I'm so bad at it. I try my best. We're a colony to China, yet we were involved in funding the Tibetan. Look, there's so much I could get into. We're a colony to China, yet we do weapons deals with Taiwan. We're a colony to China, yet Joe Biden rejected very openly their military incursions, their air forces incursions into Taiwanese territory. We're a colony to China, yet Joe Biden had what is in effect the Taiwanese ambassador at his inauguration. We're a colony to China, yet Joe Biden wants to do a pivot to Asia. We're a colony to China, but we place tariffs on Chinese goods and steel and all this other. We are the worst and most unruly colony in America. I mean, ever. But you know what? America being an unruly colony, I guess that's nothing new. I guess us Americans just know how to be an unruly colony. The British learned that. The French helped us last time. I guess this is just another example. Thanks, Plant, for the sub. Hey, Don, thank you so much for the sub. What ridiculous bull. And this is great too. Alexa, playtime is never done. Oh, that's hilarious. She doesn't seem happy about that. She doesn't seem happy. He does not seem happy. Oh gosh. Don, thanks for the sub, buddy. Why can't you just accept us as a Chinese colony? The Chinese probably won't like that. Hey, OnlyFacts, thanks for 100 bits. Hey, look at that! Applaud the enunciation effort at these foreign words and names. I try my best. I'm not perfect, but I try my best. If you watch this video, it explains how Biden is compromised with CCP. Okay, I'll watch it in a second. Wait. Is this video from BitChute? It's from Ryan Dawson. Well, that's a source. It's BitChute and it's Ryan Dawson. Wow, now those are two sources I totally trust. Trump is an antichrist. Don't be fooled. He and will raise, I repent now. Trump mocks God, calls communism, communion, drinking a little wine and eating a cracker. His mom's name is Mary and his dad's middle name is Christ. He claims to be the chosen one. That's exactly what the antichrist... I don't want to show more. Yeah, I don't think this is a reliable source of information. I feel like this might not be a reliable source of information. Oh, Ryan Dawson. Wait, was that Syrian partisan girl in the up next? No, that's Ryan Dawson in somebody else. Okay, sorry. Okay. Anyway, you can see that if you got you can see that ultra nationalist Hindu Twitter is just angry at the mere mention of the police brutality going on. Just a picture of them with Modi. One is Rihanna, and here we are. Ah, look at us, we're with him. Woohoo! 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 We love Modi. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And there also are a lot of... Look, I would scroll down, but what's below, right, is a risque photo of Rihanna. So they're trying to, quote-unquote, slut-shame her, right? Being like... The effectiveness of Hindu Twitter is basically, look, of Hindu nationalist Twitter to be specific, of look, oh, you disagree with me politically? Well, did you know that you're hot? Got him. I'm not gonna recover from that one, Rihanna, are you? Did you know you're hot? You are attractive? This is... You think your views matter, and then it's just a bunch of views of Rihanna like cussing and using naughty language. Naughty language. I'm sorry. I am sorry that Rihanna used naughty language. I didn't know when you say the poopy words that means your political opinions is invalid. But when you send the police out to brutalize protesters, your opinion is still totally valid. Because for some reason, using the poopy words, using the adult words, you know, for adults, is less appropriate than literally beating protesters. Okay, let me see what you tweeted at me. Let me look at it in another tab because I don't trust stream, okay? I don't trust you guys to send me stuff that's TOS. Okay, this is fine. What? Right-wing role model versus left-wing role model. I rest my case. All she said, all Rihanna said was, we should talk about what's going on. All she says is that we should talk about what's going on. That's it. That is literally all that was mentioned. All she said was, wow, this seems like an important thing. And skin. That's all that's showing. Skin. That's all that's showing here. And let's say it was more than skin. Who cares? Who cares? I'm sorry if you're sex repressed. And this gets you too much. Like, oh my God, humans expressing themselves sexually. What a terrible thing. I'm sorry you're sex repressed and the idea of looking at skin scares you so much. But someone being sexual and attractive is not a reason to disregard them. This person's argument literally is, she's hot and there's skin there. Why should we listen to her? And again, all she said was, why aren't we talking about this? Look, Hindu nationalist Twitter is just completely bizarre, okay? It is out there, it is bizarre. It makes claims that are unsubstantiated constantly, and it's just constantly on the attack about how all their enemies are communist terrorists trying to undermine Modi and make India the puppet of China and destroy the economy for evil left-wing causes, etc., right? It is super out there. Don't trust it. It is a bizarre section of the internet. Very, very, very bizarre. Very bizarre. Anyway, okay, now look, I know you guys are talking about some heavy stuff, but can I just link you Russian soldiers doing stuff like singing Bad Romance? Sure. I mean, the topic is heavy, but the response is hilarious. Is that Rihanna with the Pakistani flag? That's not even the real photo. It's not even the real photo. These people, I told you, Hindu nationalist Twitter is so, it's so bad. It is not even the editing is not even that good. It didn't even look that legit. You can see the real flag under this flag. It's such terrible editing. Her fingers cut off here. If you look right here, you can see her fingers cutting off. You can see the flag here. You didn't think anyone was gonna notice that? Or nobody saw this photo before? Now I feel like I have to respond and actually post the real photo. Gosh, man, that is so... Welcome to Delhi, capital of the largest democracy in the world. Damn. Rihanna with Pakistani minister Zulfari Bokhari, proof that she was always paid for this tweet by the ISI. Holy shit, these conspiracy mongers. Okay, if you're unfamiliar with what the ISI is, the Pakistani ISI is an institution. It is called, it's the Inter-Service. Okay, look, it's basically is an intelligence agency within Pakistan that has a lot of political and military influence, and a lot of people think the ISI is what really runs Pakistan. And I will say it has a lot of power in the ISI. That Obama didn't only call government officials when he was president; he also called ministers in the ISI. Anyway, people in the ISI. But this is not proof of anything besides she took a photo with a person. It isn't proof that she was paid by the ISI. And if the ISI paid for this tweet, then they really got poor ad revenue here. I mean, like advertising power here. Because all she said is, why aren't we talking about this? If this is an endorsement of something, this is not an amazing endorsement. She didn't say why aren't we talking about this? Pakistan needs its rightful territory of Kashmir returned, and we must support the farmers' protest against the evil government of Modi, which must be deposed by a revolution of working class That's not what we should talk about this issue. It seems important. And she's paid by the intelligence service of Pakistan now. This is how bizarre Hindu nationalist Twitter is. It really is. And don't think like it gets any more sensible. This is what it is all across Hindu nationalist Twitter. Hardcore ultra nationalists. Just Just think up this wild stuff, get in Photoshop, and just accuse all of their opponents of being of being part of the ISI or undermining them for China or something like that. What do you have to say when Indian tricolor was replaced by this other flag? Literally nothing. Also, it doesn't look like they're replacing the flag. It looks like they're placing the flag next to the other flag. They didn't replace it. They just placed it next to it. What do you mean they replaced it? They didn't replace anything. They just put the flag up there. Mind your own business. This is my country. Don't dare to our internal matter. Look, human rights abuses and police brutality. Why would this why would this person from America at all care about that internationally? And again, she's not like interfering. She just said, let's talk about it. Oh God. Okay, that's just bruises. Okay, we can see it like that.
Do you know what you got?
Rihanna, please stay out of our internal matters. It doesn't concern you. Yeah, did you guys see these people back during the election that were getting? They supported Donald Trump because they thought he'd be tough on China. Basically, to summarize it, they really wanted Trump to win because they thought he'd be tough on China. Stay out of our internal matters. Same people. Oh, Trump, we love you. Trump, please. Trump, yes. Trump, yes. Trump, we love you. Trump. Oh, Trump's so amazing. Stay out of our internal matters, though. We have. Like, please stay out of our internal matters. Fork bacon. I'd love to talk about this with me. What specifically about this would you like to talk about? But anyway, basically, I think that's enough of laughing at Hindu nationalist Twitter. I think we all get the message that Hindu nationalist Twitter is an absolute mess. And not to be at all respected. Okay? We got it? We got it. Hey, this is Dylan. I just want to let you know you can find my content live at twitch.tv/DylanBurnsTV. You can also find my link to my Twitter and Discord in the description. I hope you continue to give me support, and I appreciate you for watching my videos.